Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Morrowind with Mervis Cyrano, and the Ordinator who decides to chatter in our ear just as I start, because isn't that just lovely? Anyways, we are here in Vivec, doing a combination of a couple of tasks. Task number 1 being talking to a bunch of Caius' informants and finding out some more stuff about the 6th House cult and the Nerevarine cult. Which we've spoken to 2 of them. Adiranir, our Khajiit friend down in the underground areas, apparently thinks that the Nerevarine cult is a bunch of nonsense, but did tell us some rather interesting things about smugglers who are suddenly being a lot more secretive about what they are smuggling and who they are smuggling it for. Especially unusual considering they brag. And we also spoke to... what's his name again? Hulia, that's right, the Morag Tong. An assassin, who gave me some notes about the 6th House cult. But now we have one last person to speak to for Caius, that being Maramilo. Or is it Maramilo? I've never been able to make up my mind about that. Other than that, while we're here, we also want to, 1, find the Morag Tong, because they're proving rather difficult to find, even though I have narrowed down about half of the riddle we have for them. We're also helping to sort out a few problems, let's just call them, in the local area, to do with a murder in the arena, and getting rid of some terrible actor who is a kind of a pain in the ass. And we want to be talking to this Crassius Curio fellow about that. But the other thing in the area that we want to do is this bard that we can supposedly learn stuff from lives in the St. Delin Canton, one of the wastework dwellings, so I'll have to look into that as well. But right now, we just want to get out of this area and find our way to whichever part of the city that we're going to go to for our various assignment things next. Not sure how long this is going to take, but I think it's safe to say we're going to be in Vivec for a while, because I don't plan on leaving until at least I have found the Morag Tong. And I forgot to lower the view distance again, which is a bit of a pain because it always jacks it up to maximum when I start, as I've said before. Not exactly what one would call a nice mechanic to have to sit through. So now there are temples in that general direction. At least I think so. St. Alms, St. Dellen's, with Mr. Musician guy is over this way. I'm gonna go here next. I want to see if I can't find him before anything else. down and around, and I'm pretty sure those entrance thingies on the wall will be the wastework dwellings that I am after. A little bit of a stutter there. Oh well. Okay. That's a dead person. I'll take your key and then look and see if you don't have anything worth taking. You do. A little something called money, in fact. Is probably worth taking, I would say. I'll take your Kagoti meat for the restore fatigue. The Hackaload leaf. Salt rice. The more hackle leaf. It's a lot of muste. I am going to be selling a lot of it because money. I don't want any of your clothing though. You know, I'm only thinking of this just now, and I'm not sure how well it would work, but we could effectively just move in here. Depends on how often people visit the guy, but we could just clear out the body, and start rearranging things, and just move on in. Of course, I can already spot a problem from that, in that there's probably, like, deeds and ownership bureaucracy and things that we gotta sort out, which might be a little bit tricky and probably wouldn't work out, but we could just make this place ours if we wanted to. And of course, when I'm talking about deeds and stuff, I'm referring to that from a narrative point of view. Obviously, in-game that doesn't actually exist, but would have to deal with that sort of thing if we wanted to officially own the place. I'll have to remember this place, and maybe we can come back at a later date and see about, once we have a little more influence, pulling some strings to get that place as a home, because having a home base in the area would be quite handy. Who are you?
Your wounds are minor compared to what you will receive if you continue to bother me.
Oh, bugger off, lady. Nobody likes you anyways. Another person, Stamakajit. You are not who I am looking for, though.
Why do you approach?
And that person is not in here, so I think we're done on this side of the canton for the time being. Let's go and see if what's his name is in one of these other places. I'm always forgetting the guy's name, which is a little embarrassing. Aldrich, that's it. We'll have to go and see if Aldrich is in one of these other cantons, or if he's gone off on a midnight walk or something. Who knows, really? Can't ask you about Aldrich, but oh well. What? I'm sorry. Would you care to explain what the actual fuck is going on here? I see, it's this bullshit. Corpus hunk, I'll be staying the fuck away from that. But I think I will take their 6th house sword, just because I feel like it, basically.
Keep moving, scum.
Okay. And an ash statue. Nope. Nope, nope. All of the nopes.
Come on then, say something or move on.
Okay. This guy is not what I'm after. I'm looking for Aldrich. That fellow's not sharing information. Or I might just be looking at the wrong areas. That's another possibility. Yep, it's looking more and more like that's the case. I'm just looking in the wrong places. Let's head up here, and also get a torch out. It is getting bloody dark. If I'm gonna be up late, I'd like to see what I'm doing. On in. And we have an Aldrich. Okay. Hello there. I would like you to teach me music. I've retired and I enjoy a peaceful, albeit simple life. I do not wish to take a new student. Is there no chance you would reconsider? I really want to learn. I would come out of retirement if I found a truly exceptional student, but those are rare, very rare indeed. Then test me. Give me a chance to prove my worth. Very well, your motivation alone warrants I give you that chance. First of all, you'll need to acquire loot of your own. Return to me when you have one. Okay. Do I not...
What's this about?
Does this loot not qualify? I am very confused. So that doesn't count as a loot. Seriously. Oh. It has to be like one of those, does it? confused. Why can I not pick that up? I am very, very confused. Seriously, man. I also don't get why this fat loot does not count as a loot. Well, if it can't be used as a music instrument, I'll have to just sell the damn thing. And that one he's carrying probably counts, but he's not about to just give it to us.
What's this about?
In the meantime, well, he doesn't want us staying there. Why not? Come on. Come on. Give me a room, please. Okay. Can I have a bed now? Seriously? Okay, this guy's just being unreasonable. Let's try now. Seriously, what is his problem that he doesn't want us staying there? I do not understand this man. Anyways, we need a loot, but a different type of loot than the one that we're currently carrying around, so yeah. Going to have to do that at some point or another. But for now, it's off to the Hall of Wisdom, because We need to have a word with Maramilo, the last person on Caius's list of talk to these people about the sixth house in the Nerevarine. I need to have a word with her, and then I can just basically continue wandering around the city in an attempt to both find this... I forget what you call them now. But basically... Oh, that's right, I remember now. Basically, continue wandering around to find the Battle Master. Find... what's his name? Yes, I am just the best with names, you can tell. Yes, we need to find the Battle Master. And talk to Crassius Curio. Because this troublesome fool we agreed to get rid of apparently is really into plays, and Crassius Curio occasionally does them. So that would be a way to get rid of him, get him interested in a play. And it's the Hall of Wisdom we want, not the Hall of Justice. So let's just make sure we get that right the first time around.
Go ahead.
I don't care about you. I'm trying to go inside. Thank you. And... note to self.
What do you want?
Note to self. Caius said to not ask about Miramilo here. So we have to search for her manually and not ask around.
Make it quick, Outlander.
Plenty of trapdoors. The underworks, I say. Cannon offices. What the hell? Let's have a look inside.
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
Obviously, you really like me. But while we're here, I might as well inquire about this. How exactly would one go about joining the Tribunal Temple? Speak with Endrith Lilthin at the High Fane or the Archcanon. So we can't just talk to some random Joe to join up. Library of Vivek. Well, I suppose it would make sense for a priestess to be hanging around the library. Logically speaking, wouldn't it?
I'm waiting.
If you're
Here you
here
are.
for trouble, you'll get more than you
Yes,
bargained
I'm
for.
Maramilo. Caius sent you? Follow me into the back of the library. We can't talk here. Okay, then. We're following. And let's hope no ordinators decide to come back here. No, this is apparently something of an ordinator-free zone. Not sure how you pulled that off, but well done. Okay. Go ahead. I'm afraid I don't know anything about a sixth house cult, but I can tell you about the Nerevarine cult. Go ahead. The temple worships Nerevar as a saint and hero, but prophecies of his reincarnation are punished as wicked heresy. The Nerevarine cult claims the tribunal are false gods, hence the temple's persecution of the Nerevarine cult. A group called the Dissident Priests disputes the temple doctrine on the Nerevarine prophecies. The prescribed book, Progress of Truth, describes their beliefs. Get a copy of Progress of Truth for Caius Casades. That will tell him things he needs to know about the Nerevarine cult. Okay. It's an Ashlander cult, primitive superstition, says the temple. Nerevarines say the tribunal are false gods. Never understood why the temple wastes so much energy on them. The faithful cannot be shaken by such attacks, and the Ashlanders are just ignorant savages. But since the submission of the temple to the Empire, and the erosion of faith among the Dunmer, the militant wing of the temple is increasingly fierce in its attacks on heretics and heathens. Interesting. Now, what's this about Nerevarine prophecies? The Ashlanders have a mystical tradition of interpreting dreams and visions as prophecies. These prophecies are recorded in verse and may be lost or garbled over the generations. The dissident priests have collected many ancient prophecies of the Nerevarine, many of which they believe to be genuine. Collectively, these are called the Lost Prophecies of the Incarnate. One of the sacred missions of the dissident priests is the collection and study of these prophecies. Yeah, you've mentioned dissident priests a couple of times. Just who exactly are they? The dissident priests dispute temple doctrine and are outlawed and persecuted by the temple. Ordinators arrest and imprison heretics, and the Empire cannot interfere. Progress of Truth lists their beliefs. In brief, they challenge the purity and divinity of the tribunal, suggesting their powers are sorcerous, not divine, and perhaps akin to the powers of Dagoth-Ur. They also condemn the arbitrary power of the Ordinators and accuse the temple hierarchy of self-interest and corruption. Wow, a religious organization being self-interested and corrupt. Never heard of that before. Why does the temple persecute the dissident priests? As attacks on the temple weaken the faith and leave the people defenseless against the influence of Dagoth-Ur. Faith is what strengthens the will of the believer against Dagoth-Ur's lies. Faith is the source of the divine power that sustains the tribunal in their battle with Dagoth-Ur. Hence the Empire, some Dunmer have turned away from the temple. That's why Dagoth-Ur grows stronger, why blight storms and monsters threaten the land. It's very interesting. They almost seem to be implying that the more people worship the tribunal, the stronger the tribunal is. And the more their worship wanes, the weaker they become. It's kind of like... vaguely reminds me of... if you've ever read the Percy Jackson The Olympians series, there's a point in one of those books where the main characters meet a god who is basically fading out of existence because basically the godly version of dying, because everything he represents in the pantheon is something that's no longer respected or seen as being all that important by modern society. So because he represents an aspect of the world that's no longer that important to people, is starting to fade away. And this sort of vaguely reminds me of that, which is very interesting. And yeah, Progress of Truth, the book lists the disputes of the dissident priests with the temple doctrines. Temple has outlawed the sale or possession of the book, so it will be hard to find. We have a copy here, but I fear I'm being watched by ordinators here. A safer plan would be to search local booksellers. Some booksellers ignore temple bans on outlawed books for profits or principles. I wonder who that could be. No, we certainly don't know anyone like that. No, absolutely not. But you say you're being watched by ordinators. I do not care for temple politics, but I have read Progress of Truth, and it troubles me. I have friends, former priests who have gone into hiding, so I am bound to come to the attention of the ordinators. I am careful, but I'm afraid. I'm no secret agent like you or Caius. Sooner or later, I too must go into hiding, if it is not too late. When you return to Caius, tell him I am worried and that if something goes wrong, I will leave a message under the agreed code word, Amaya. Speaking of which, I just have to ask this. How do you even know Caius? No offense, but you being a priest of the temple and him an imperial spy, it seems like the last two people who would actually know each other, if you know what I'm saying. Caius is a dear friend. Like me, he admires the best traditions of the temple. Charity for the poor, education for the ignorant, protection for the weak. He is a Westerner, but he has come to love our land and our people. But like me, he distrusts the arbitrary power of the ordinators, and like the dissident priests, he suspects the temple is hiding something. He serves the Emperor, but he also loves Morrowind, and he sees the failing virtues of the temple as a threat to Morrowind's political stability. That's very interesting. Definitely. It sort of seems to be implying that Caius might be an outsider, but even so, he has a lot of respect for Morrowind and doesn't want things to keep going as badly wrong as they seem to be at the moment. We could break into her quarters just for the hell of it, and I think I'm going to do that, actually. Yeah, we're just going to break into Miss Milo's quarters. Just because we can. What can I say? I'm afraid that Mervis has a bit of a thing when it comes to locked doors and other locked things. If you put a lock on something, then it tells him that he's not supposed to be in there. If he's not supposed to be somewhere, he will go there just because he's not supposed to.
Make it quick, Outlander.
In any case, we are done in the Hall of Wisdom now, I think. For what should be fairly obvious reasons, we aren't going to be attempting to go and steal that book from the temple itself. That is, how do you put this? One of the most catastrophically stupid things that it would be possible to do.
My time is precious, so make it
No,
quick.
we're going to look around for it at bookstores instead, because bookstores generally don't have ordinators in them.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
Meaning it'll be a lot easier to get a book if we buy it than by stealing it from the bloody temple. So that's a good thing, certainly. Next thing, though, I'm gonna head back over to the... Well, actually, hold that thought. We're gonna head to the Hlalu Canton next and find Crassius Curio. Then head back to wherever Mune Gay is, or J. I'm not actually sure where that is, but we'll figure it out again in time. Anyways, once I get this bad actor thing sorted, we will let the annoying pest know that he has a playwright opportunity he should certainly be taking advantage of. And then I'm gonna head back to the arena canton and have a look downstairs in its, for lack of a better phrase, basement. For two main reasons. Number one, I want to have a look around in that area to see if perhaps the Battlemaster is hanging out down there to avoid getting caught for his crime and laying low. Or if perhaps he's been framed and someone killed him and dumped his body in the sewers. Both of which are extremely plausible to my mind. Crassius Curio, I'm going to check the Hlalu Plaza first. Since that's the big main Hlalu area, all their dudes like to hang out, it would seem to be the most logical place to find this fellow. Corner Club. There. Curio Manor. Well, Crassius, let's see if you're hanging out in your big fancy house.
What, Outlander? Why do you disturb me?
There you are.
You look half dead.
The
Why don't
only
you find someone who can finish the job?
The only Imperial around, so he certainly sticks out. Yes, I'm Crassius Curio, but you can call me Uncle Crassius. Oh. Wow. What the hell are we asking about Nevena Ols about? I don't remember. I am totally lost as to why we're asking about that. Company of players, yes, I would love to be able to form a company to put on my new play. There are so few in the area that are willing to act, even for a good price. Of course, I need an actor with wit, grace, charm, and a firm... Oh, never mind. You wouldn't be a bad choice, Muffin. But you seem to have other matters to attend to. If you see someone else who fits the bill, send them to Uncle Crassius. Oh, wow. This guy is great. He really is. But what's this about a new play? is almost complete. I call it the Lusty Argonian Maid. It's a rather bawdy tale, but I think it will play well with the people. Be sweet, Uncle Crassius, and there's something in it for you, sweet cakes. Here, take a look at some of the work so far. I think it's scrumptious. Wow. Ah, yes, that is my name, but it sounds like music when you say it. I cannot advance you if you don't belong to House Hlalu, can I, dear? Yeah, I don't know why I clicked that, but I love this guy. He's just the best. He really is. And yeah, for all three of you that haven't connected the dots, Crassius Curio is the guy that wrote...
Whatever you're looking for, I'm sure I don't know how to find it.
The guy that wrote The Lusty Argonian Maid, which is probably one of the most R-rated books in all of the Elder Scrolls universe. So yeah, that is just awesome. I love Crassius. He's just the best. See if anyone here has anything worth saying or wants to help me learn stuff. You can train in short blade, light armor, and security. Short blade and security I don't really need help in because we're training ourselves up in those just by stabbing people and picking locks. What I really need training in, though, right now, is alteration and restoration, because those are really low at the moment. I'd like to get them up.
No, I don't think so.
But she doesn't feel like helping. And apparently we look like trouble. Yeah, I suppose we do.
How may I help you?
Speak, traveler. Kill that. I don't have a lot of patience for questions, Outlander.
Alright, let's have a poke around the downstairs, I suppose. Jump on tables, of course.
Do you want something?
You have nothing to say that I
Find a healer
particularly
and stop
care
bothering
about.
me.
No, I don't particularly care about any of you people. None of them had anything to say that was worth my time, so I can't be asked to care.
Find a healer and stop bothering me.
Now, though... I need to remember where... What's-his-face that wanted me to get rid of that annoying fool that's hanging out, so I can actually
My time is precious. So
tell
make
said
it quick.
annoying fool to go participate in a play and therefore get lost. Okay. I'm feeling a bit lazy, so we're gonna take the gondola on this one.
What do you want?
Yeah, I'd like to head over to the foreign quarter, thank you. Because this enchanter that we're actually looking for is located in the foreign quarters, it happens. So I'll just head on over and deal with this annoying fool, and then it's back to the arena. See if I can't find this Battlemaster's body dumped in the sewers or something, which I am fairly convinced is the most likely outcome.
I don't have a lot of patience for questions, Outlander.
Speak, traveler.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
Get out of my way is what I want from you, and that's about it. Hello
Yes,
there,
friend.
annoying fool. New talent for a theater company. Well, I'm not, but as it happens, I know someone who is. You found a troupe forming? Then I must go see the noble patron. Thank you, my friend. You will not be forgotten. Yes, yes, the place, then, wherein I'll catch the purse strings of that guy. Okay, are you going anywhere? Are you going? Or what? Well...
What's this then?
Are you going or not? You've done it. I admire your persuasiveness, friend. Thank you for your help. Allow me to give you this as a token of my appreciation. Iron scarred skewer. Shard skewer, even. Probably going to just sell that back to you. No offense, but spears aren't exactly my weapon of choice. So you can have this 6th house short sword. I have no desire for it. I'll keep the firebite dagger for now, though. And you can also have the loot and recorder, since those are just taking up pointless inventory space, as they are not actually the type of musical instrument I require. I'm going to probably have to break with an unofficial tradition of mine and actually look up
It looks on that.
which those are, to be honest, if I want to work that out. But now that we're done with that, it's time to find myself that gondola again and get back over to the arena district. There we are. Hello there, my good man. Please take me to the arena. Thank you ever so much.
Get it out or hit the road.
Screw
My
you.
time is precious, so make it quick.
Now, let's just head into the main arena area. That way, we can find the underground bits and start having a peek around. As I said, this is for the purpose of finding two things. Number one, the Battle Master. Number two, the Morag headquarters.
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
Both of which are things I very much would like to find. For obvious reasons. So down into the canal works? Although, from what I've heard with the Morag, finding them is only going to be half the battle, because, for all we know, we could go down there and locate them, and their Grandmaster could just tell us to fuck off because he doesn't think our skills are good enough. Because apparently there are actually skill requirements for entering a guild, not just for advancing in rank. Interesting. Those fish do not look friendly. They do not look friendly. I think I would like to avoid going for a swim around here. However, I am going to have a little poke around to see if the body of the Battle Master is dumped down here or some such. But first, let's heal ourselves up a little bit with the help of my Ring of Life. There we go. Now, there's a guy standing over here. Are you friendly? Is my next question.
Say what you want.
You're a
and go
dreamer,
away.
okay? Can't ask him about the Battle Master. For obvious reasons. Okay, my at-a-glance survey tells me there's not much of anything down there. So I may have to turn my eyes elsewhere. Fighters' quarters next.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
I'm a busy gal, so if you could hurry this.
Let's not make this official, Outlander.
So what do you want?
Okay, let's see. This way. Hopefully now works, or... No, already been here. There was another place with canal works, though. Basically, across the road, as it were. Let's check there next. Just in case. And indeed, this one is unexplored, so we may well find
Keep
something.
moving.
Fuck you. Nobody likes you anyways. Storage. It's possible, but I want to see
We're
what's
watching you.
on the other side first. Another place with both storage and entrance into the underworks. I'll probably head down to the underworks. Just have a look around, I think. On the off chance there's actually something worth checking out, which... Nope, we're basically in the same area. More or less. Not quite. There's a couple more tunnels worth checking out. The more I think about it, the more I'm convinced that the arena's storage is what we want. After all, chances are that if things are as bad as everyone seems to be implying, that won't get used much, and what better place to hide your dirty deeds in the form of a body than the storage. After all, who that is both in on that and has access to the storage is going to want to say something that would just further ruin their reputation. Let's have a look, shall we? Curious. Bunch of locked doors. A bedroll. It's curious indeed. So both of those entrances led to the same location. Time for us to break a few locks, then. What the hell? Guys. love to know what I'm being attacked by. I see. Fear the wrath of the invisible rat, ladies and gentlemen. It will destroy us. Fear the wrath of the invisible rat. Yes, we have an invisible rat, it seems. Wonderful. I'm not sure how that happened, and quite honestly, I don't think I want to know. Let's just chalk it up to some magical experimentation gone awry and remain ignorant. That's probably for the best, to be perfectly honest. I'll be opening your lock. 25 gold. I really need to stock up on lockpicks. Locked and trapped. It's been a while since I've had to use the probe. Luckily, we haven't gotten rusty with them or anything. Locked and trapped and just 78 gold. Great. A diseased rat. Get the blade out, just in case it feels like trying anything. And I will nab your picks and probes now. Rat thing, please die. Increase to my light armor skill. Won't go amiss either. Locked level 25. As well as being trapped. Time for the probe to earn its paycheck. Which it does with relative ease. Goodbye, Journeyman's Lockpick. Hello, Journeyman's Lockpick. Which succeeds on your first use. I don't need your bloody arrows. Or any of your shit. I could certainly probably use some of these alchemical ingredients, but if I start picking them up en masse like I have a tendency to do sometimes, then that will just crowd my inventory up like mad, and I will have to either sell some of them or make some potions and sell those potions in order to uncrowd my inventory. Let's avoid putting ourselves in that position, shall we? And let's kill a rat. Because fuck rats. That caused me to level up. I think I'm going to hold off on that for now. Trapdoor to a hidden area. Hidden area. That, to me, implies the Morak Tong. I suspect this may be the Morak Tong's current hidey hole. Let's see if we can't get it open. And our security is increased. What does that put this lockpick at, though? 15 uses left. Excellent. So let us head into the trap door and see if this isn't the Morak Tong, as I suspect. If it is, I have to say, this is one hell of a way to test people for their competence. It really is. not only do you have to actually figure out where the base of operations is, but then you have to get through multiple locked and trapped doors to be able to find them. Definitely testing the skills that you're going to be using in the field as an assassin. I very much approve. Moraktong assassin?
My time
Yes,
is precious,
indeed.
so make it
I
quick.
do believe it is. So, now, I would like to join you. We have found our headquarters. This speaks well of you. Perhaps you should speak with Grandmaster Eno Hlalu. Interesting.
Go ahead.
I suppose we'll have to find Eno Hlalu then. We have found their headquarters.
Say your
after all.
needs.
It would be a shame not to join up. And they have an orc. Well, I suppose every Assassin's Guild needs an orc. That, or maybe the EEO was breathing down their necks that week, so they hired him to get the discrimination bullshit off their catalog or something.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
I'll talk to him in a moment. I feel like we should be wearing something a little bit more formal than my travel gear. So we'll throw on the expensive robe real quick.
Speak, traveler.
Greetings, Grandmaster. Rivers Thoreno, you have found me. If you wish, you may request to join the Moraktong. Indeed I do. I have traveled far, and I believe learned much. I think that I would be a valuable addition to your organization. I would like to join. Moraktong has been watching you, and we are pleased. One of your exceptional talent cannot go unmastered. Join us. What do you stand for? Moraktong executes writs and performs special duties as the ruling house's direct. Guild members never harm or steal from any brother or sister, regardless of rank. Never betray our secrets or our identities. If you break any of these rules, you must immediately speak with the master to regain good standing, or you may be targeted for execution. Do you feel you can succeed within these guidelines? Yes, I do. And I think we won't be breaking those rules. The targeted for execution bit stands out as a particularly harsh response to breaking a guild's rules, in our experience. Yes, I wish to bring honor to the guild. I will let you join as a probationer. To gain full membership, you must pass a test. Here is a writ for the honorable execution of Feruzarin Oran. You can find him in the Elven Nations Corner Club, which is in the Hlalu Plaza. Slay him honorably and report to me. What can you tell me about him, this fellow, then? Just giving me the same spiel about where to find the fellow. Fair enough, I suppose. Well, we have found the Moraktong, and
May your kills be quick and many.
soon enough, we will be an official member. We are, as Mr. Hlalu said, a probationer. So we're technically a member, but it's not official yet. Let's see here. Potion of Restore Magicka, I think, is in order. my spells, I should like to cast a mark spell, but that doesn't have a very high chance of succeeding. I'm going to wait a moment, and once my stamina is full, I will check again. Up to 16%, but fuck. Well, this isn't gonna work out. The mark spell right now. We'll have to come back and try later. But we have found the Morag Tong, and we have our first assassination. I think that this is the start of a long and beautiful friendship. So here's to murdering people for money.